Han Meditations.
You see, dollars that flow, they're just evidence of the vibrational currency that you've got going on. It's just the next logical step. But most people have practiced lack of dollars, lack of dollars, lack of dollars. So they'll allow abundance of vitality or abundance of invigoration or abundance of friendships or abundance of love. They'll allow abundance of sunsets. They'll get so good that they'll catch every sunset every single time. There are so many people that will allow abundance of one thing and another, just not abundance of money yet, because they've practiced the thought of not enough money so much. They've been close on making their payments and worried about money, and they've been measuring money with action and how much do you get per hour and what's your salary and what's your talent worth and how much can you perform and why has your performance earned more money than that performance. People are all wadded up out here in the manifestations of money, and if you would just step back from those manifestations of money and talk about energy, which means talk about satisfaction. You want to be filthy rich with enthusiasm, filthy rich with happiness, filthy rich with satisfaction. I'm so rich with really good ideas. I'm so rich with happiness when I wake up in the morning. That's what you've got to be ready for. And when you get there so that you feel that way, no matter what the state of money is, then the state of money must match the state of vibration. It's law. What happens to most people is that their vibration matches their state of money, because they just keep looking at it and talking about it and measuring it and complaining it and worrying about it and trying to take action and being unproductive in it and eking through it and asking somebody else. Government, give me money. Mother and dad, give me money. Lawsuit, give me money. Give me this big pile of money. And if you don't have a big pile of money, you're not ready. You're not vibrationally ready for a big pile of money if you don't have a big pile of money. If you were ready for a big pile of money, you'd have a big pile of money. But if you're not ready for a big pile of money, you can't let the big pile of money in. And we got to tell you, there are big piles of money. It is raining. The world is awash in money. You've been hearing about it. Aren't you just bowled over by how much money some of those people have? And how do you feel about them bastards? Why should they have all of that money? They should put it in a big pot and we should divvy it all out. And if you did, it wouldn't take 10 years before the money would be right back where it is. You see, you got to be ready for money. You got to be ready for money, which means you got to be happy without it. Which means you've got to be cashing in your vibrational chips. You got to be thankful for this day and thankful for this chair and thankful for this opportunity and thankful for this conversation and thankful for that sunshine and for those highways. Thankful for this, appreciating of that. Thankful for the quieted mind. Thankful for the insight. Thankful for the enthusiasm, thankful for the love in my heart, thankful for that precious face, thankful for this person I've never met in my life and on the elevator had such a nice exchange with not even any words because there was a language barrier, but oh my God, how good it was to meet you. Thankful, 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 thankful. Thankful just brings more and more and more and more and more.
All right, this is a very important concept that I always say as well. So you have to feel that gratitude from within. You have to be filthy rich in gratitude, like she was saying, filthy rich. You have to be filthy rich and feeling that vibration of having it and already not worrying about not having it. If you're worried about not having it, then that's resistance. If you're worried about having it, that's insistence. So you have to have no resistance and no insistence, and then the money can come through where you're filthy rich and you feel that vibration of health, that vibration of happiness, that vibration of having the money and having whatever you need in all abundance in all ways, because you're always abundant in all ways. Even if you have nothing, you have an abundance of lack. That's what you have to understand. That's what Bashar channeling says all the time. Even if you have nothing, you have an abundance of lack. This is what you need to understand. Whenever you're going through the world, you have to have that vibration. I always have something. I always have a lot. And you have to be happy to have a lot. And once you start doing my meditations, I have a lot of abundance meditations. I promise you, I have had people tell me they got a check in the mail 30 minutes later after doing it. I've done the meditations. The next day, someone calls me up. Hey, I'm ready to buy a house. I'm a real estate agent as well. Where did you get my number? I found it on Zillow. What? I didn't even know it was on there like that. Okay, let's go. Next thing you know, you get a $10,000 check. It's ready for you. These checks are ready. They're here. Look at all the wealth. As you go throughout your life, just walk through the day. Take a drive into the most luxurious neighborhood around you and just watch the wealth. Calculate in your mind how much all these houses cost, how much all these cars cost, how much their daily lives cost. Billions and billions of dollars are out there for you to grasp. You just have to feel it and know it and stop begging. Stop being unappreciative. Stop being ungrateful and start being grateful for what you have in every single moment. If you have your health, that's the most important thing you could have ever had. You're more abundant in ways than you could have ever imagined. Feel that abundance and feel that luxury of having it and become filthy rich in your mind, and it will surely show up in your reality.
Yes, I'm just sitting here. I'm getting chills as I hear Han talk, as I heard the Abraham Hicks video, just talking about being thankful, being grateful. There's so much to be grateful for. And abundance is not just in the form of monetary. Abundance can come in many ways, as gifts, as people, as opportunities, as free things such as sunsets or just nature. You know, there's so much. It's down to your attitude about it and your belief system. And it's so huge. And I really like how she brought up, you know, it's a pretty funny moment about how a lot of people do view people who have a lot of money with kind of a bad attitude. But if you feel like that, you really got to work on that belief system and find out the root core of that and get rid of it. Because as long as you are thinking, oh, the people who have so much money, they're selfish, they're this, they're that, all these negative things. Well, guess what? If you think that way about them, you're never going to become them, because you're seeing that as a bad thing to become. So you have to get over that. And money only amplifies what you are. So all those things, they aren't even true. They only amplify what you already are. There's good people, bad people of all different, class levels throughout the world. It really has nothing to do with it. So you got to stop thinking like that, and you got to have an attitude of gratitude. You got to feel, because what you feel is what you're going to get more of. And I love these videos because they explain it in a million billion different ways. The same thing of your job is to, if you're not feeling right about something, that's your key to switch to the right way of thinking, because it means that there's a mix match between what you're physically thinking and your higher mind, because your higher mind's never going to go down a level with you. Your higher mind's always going to stay high, but you're going to feel off if you switch from your higher mind. So that means you just got to get back on track to a high vibration of thinking.
That's so right. That's so right, Kelly. And I get chills when you talk as well. It's just such a beautiful thing when you start teaching it and saying it out loud, because there's something about saying these things out loud where you yourself start to believe it even more. So that's why it's so important to learn these lessons yourself and teach it and spread it to the world. I want everybody to become a teacher. That should be their end goal, to become a teacher, to teach your children, teach your friends, teach your family, become the example so that people can look at you and see how you're operating and want to be like that. So thank you for watching. Continue to get this positivity into your brain, guys. This is powerful information. You're only going to find it here on this resonant vibrational tone. So watch the channel. Follow me on Twitter. Please follow me on Instagram, TikTok. We post every single day on YouTube and all social media platforms. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next one.